a.m. today in the center of Beijing when a man walked to the middle of the Avenue of Eternal Peace.
All right, welcome back to the Survival and Basic Badass Podcast After Show. So, I don't know. I know you guys are thinking, well, you just went through all the news of the world. How could there possibly be anything else left? But turns out there's more going on. It's funny. I just read a news story from yesterday. Says tractors tie up Brussels. Hundreds of farmers protested outside the European Parliament building in Brussels yesterday as lawmakers gathered for a summit. Demonstrators blocked roads with over 1,000 tractors, toppled the statue, set fires, launched fireworks, and threw eggs. I actually had to check the date on that article because I'm like, but wait, no, that's old news. I already read that. No, it turns out that's still happening every freaking day.
Yeah. France, Brussels. And I think it's funny because Brussels, a lot of people don't realize this, but the EU, the constitution for the European Union was actually written by the king of Brussels, which is preposterous to me that that's how shit works. But you know what I mean? His fucking majesty decided he needed to do something about
Please,
United States.
my lord, can we keep our table scraps?
Yes, exactly. So they're at the EU Parliament building, not the Brussels Parliament, not the, so this is it's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Right.
So there you go.
Just read about France. They said that France is actually the largest food producer in Europe. It's like 40% of all of Europe is from France, all their vegetables and produce and
grapes, wine and shit.
It really is just wine and everybody's drinking it. So it's like the commodity that everybody's going for.
Mm-hmm. It's like food. That's like food. It's fine.
Right. It's one of those things. In America, we have whiskey, and the crazies in Europe, they have wine.
Well, I mean, yeah, I get that. Beer's a big thing over here. I know Ireland's still doing pretty good with the whiskey, and Scotland. I mean, it's called Scotch, I guess, if it comes from Scotland. But I mean, I'll drink all of it.
You'll still drink it.
I'll drink it wherever it comes from. I'm into it.
I think Powers Irish whiskey is what was my go-to. It was funny because when I was in the Navy, it was people drink Jameson, and Jameson was like at the time we'll say $15 a bottle, and Powers was about $10 a bottle. And when I'm there, every person I knew in Ireland, and I was there for a week. It's not like I had a lot of besties or anything, but I would say if ever there was a country that embraced you and you hung out with the people and got involved, it was Ireland. Ireland really was awesome for that. I would say, it's funny. I came back from all my deployments. I've been to England, Ireland, Norway, East Germany, West Germany. I see that as two countries. We won't talk about it. I've been to France, Poland, Norway. I probably mentioned Norway already, but and down in Barcelona, Spain. I've been to Israel, whatever. My point is the Navy took me all kinds of places, and England is the only one that I was like, ooh, I'd really like to go back there.
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Whoa, don't get me. Whoa. Ireland was the only one that it would even occur to me. Like, I would say if you've never been, Israel's pretty awesome. I know right now is maybe not the key time.
Yeah, not a great time to go visit.
But Israel, just because you get to see all the history and you get to kind of put perspective to the Bible stories and the stuff you've read and kind of be like, wait, so everything happened in this square kilometer that is Jerusalem? Like the
whole thing?
That book is like, bam, right here. And, it's just kind of amazing. I mean, obviously, we can talk about Egypt and that whole whatever, but it's just amazing to kind of put perspective to all the things that happened. You're like, oh, they traveled to Bethlehem, but you get in the bus, it's like an hour away. It's not,
Yeah.
But turns out traveling an hour by car versus walking on a donkey and the
Yeah.
pregnant
Make
wife,
a bit of a difference
probably
in
not
your,
the
in your
same
speed,
trip,
huh?
right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Ireland, let me tell you, Murphy's Irish Stout and Powers Irish Whiskey. Say, you might
All
wanna
right. Make a note of that.
if I had a keg of Murphy's, I don't think I'd ever go to work again.
Drink yourself to death. Yeah.
No. I was watching Joe Rogan, and
Uh-huh.
they were talking about calling people NPCs. And
Okay.
Rogan's like, wait, what's an NPC? I keep seeing memes and things, and I don't know. So it's non-player characters. So what it is if you used to play the old school games, like even I can think of Zelda and different
Right.
things, you would go into like a shop and get coins, or there'd be a guy, when you go over to him, he hands you, the
Yeah.
dagger or whatever, right? Whatever mystery item you wanted, you could go check out these things. But basically, there was no depth to the character. It
Right.
was like they could just do the one thing they were told to do,
Right.
right?
Right. Say
And
one sentence or
it
whatever.
seems like that is society anymore. I guess that's the joke. I mean, like that's
Hmm.
the ongoing thing is people can repeat the slogans they hear on Fox News or whatever they learned that day, whatever they see on CNN or I don't think anybody's watching CNN, so I don't think anybody's learned anything there, but wherever people get stuff, I guess the View, right? With Joy Behar that apparently Kid Rock and Tucker are calling bad words, but we won't get into that. Anyway, yeah. So basically, if you just repeat slogans and have no original thoughts, you kind
Hmm.
of are that non-player character. Well, it turns out that's a lot of people out there,
Right.
and
Right.
it's
Especially
pretty
when
cool.
it comes to their political views, it's just
It's bad.
repeating the same talking points. And
And
it's like no big secret that the Democrat Party and the Republican Party every week comes out with their list of talking points, and it goes out to all their like special friends, and their
yep,
special
yep.
friends say the same shit. Congressmen, senators, news broadcasters, they all are saying the exact same goddamn sentence, and then you get it stuck in your head, and you're walking around saying the exact same, and it all came from, you know,
So
some nerd in the Republican
this
Party or
is
the
where we
Democrat
want to move
Party.
the narrative, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And it's crazy, but I don't know. What else do you see in the world, Kevin? Anything going on this week that we
Uh,
didn't cover?
yeah, everybody's losing their fucking mind over Taylor Swift. I'm not really sure what that one. I'm not really sure I understand what that
Yeah,
whole thing
I
is about. Everyone says she's a demon or she's like super great and amazing. I don't fucking know. I
I
can't keep track of who. I
so
don't even know one song that she sings.
right, that's
You
the
know what I
thing,
mean?
right? I don't even know anything about this poor girl and
Hmm.
whatever, and I don't really care to know. So maybe I shouldn't speak on it. But I did see somebody put something up on Facebook and they were like, look, why is everybody hating her for loving her boyfriend and going and looking like she cares and is supportive? And that's what
Hmm.
people are getting angry about because they keep
Right.
showing her in like a nice box that people with money could be in because apparently
Right.
she's made money, right?
Yeah.
She's made a lot of money. I guess she's like set all kinds of records and is a big deal about whatever. So it's, you know what? She loves her guy and she wants to be supportive and she's happy doing it, and that's horrible. Shame, shame. And
Hmm.
as far as I can tell, she's not like running around half naked, stripping on things like some of these other people trying to get attention.
Yep.
And I'm like, maybe we don't worry about her so much. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll be okay. You don't need to like again, like you said, I don't know any songs. I don't and it's possible I do know a song somewhere. I just need somebody to be like, "Oh, it's that one." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay." Like that's possible. I'm not
Yeah.
I've heard the radio before. I mean, it was a couple of years back, but I think she's been on the radio a while, so
Right.
I
Could
don't know.
be. Could be.
It's overwhelming. Um, Another thing, congressional hearings with Zuckerberg again. And I'm
He
watching
looked a
this.
little less like a robot this time, which is impressive. They
Yep.
must be updated, must be
So
some updates or something.
you saw this one where they're grilling them and they're like, that people it's affecting people negatively, right? And then Zuckerberg's like, well, I like to trust the science, and the science doesn't say that. Then the congressman goes, wait, but I'm looking at your internal studies that Facebook did, or it was Instagram. He goes,
Mhm.
that Instagram did. And it says that 3 out of 4 people who use Instagram, young girls, have way worse body image or whatever
Right.
image of themselves. And he's like, yeah, but that's for our internal use. That has nothing to do with science. And you're like,
Mhm.
and then he's like, but the people here who get bullied and, kill themselves, all their parents and stuff are here. Do you want to apologize? And he's like, oh, now, mind you, if you own a company and people are like, do you want to apologize? That's like admitting wrongdoing.
Right.
And
So you
that's something
can't,
that will bite you in the ass.
yeah,
Like, I mean, I'm
don't
not
ever apologize for
right.
anything.
You don't do that. I'm not,
Mhm.
not saying all that. I'm just saying that. Now, by the way, I have to point out that everything we say on the other episodes and these episodes is we're not lawyers. This is entertainment. I'm just pointing that out. Now that I
Yeah.
come to say we don't give any advice.
Don't listen to us. We're idiots. Don't listen to anything we say. All
I
right.
think I updated our terms, our Facebook or no, the podcast description where it says about the podcast and what we are and what we do. And I mentioned that we're not lawyers, we're not doctors, we don't give medical advice and legal advice, and it's just for entertainment. And I kind of put something about we're usually drunk when we say it, so you can't hold us accountable. But
It's not our fault.
I'm not sure that really holds water in court.
Yeah. I
Like,
just smoked a whole bunch of drugs. Don't listen to me.
you listen to the guy on the internet or on your phone or on the, you can't really blame us. So
Yeah.
that's all. But yeah, no, I hope you guys have a great week. I appreciate all the loyal fans checking us out all the time and sticking with us. So that's awesome. And yeah, I would say with that, Kevin, anything else? We're
That's all I
good?
got today.
Caught up? All right. With that, stay safe, and we will talk to you guys next week.